lot of weapons in Mayfeld. Talking about weapons, the next figure is a weapon by himself. You know, who could it be? Who could it be? It is HK-87, also from, yeah, whoa!
You gotta love Patrick's enthusiasm at these events where they unveil the new figures. That was just so funny and cool. But yeah, Dave and Alex here. Thank you for joining us on another video. Today we're taking a look at HK-87. Really cool looking figure from The Mandalorian. It's an assassin droid. And it's our first Black Series figure that is in the plastic-free packaging, which gladly is going away. So this will be just a temporary limited run of a few waves of figures that are like this. And we'll make the unboxing a little more exciting because we don't know what the figure looks like inside there. So
yeah, we don't know if an arm is missing or if a gun is not there, if an accessory is not there. Heck, we don't even know if it's HK-87 himself. It could be a whole other figure. Yeah. Knowing Hasbro's problems they've been having with this.
And they've done a good job with the photography here and highlighting the figure. It looks really cool in that picture there, but will it look as good as when we get it out, though, is the big question. So
yeah, and I really think the plastic-free packaging actually looks good. I mean, it doesn't look better than the bubble, of course, but I think since we were kind of forced to kind of accept this upon Hasbro, I think what we got for it was actually pretty nice. I mean, it's really a premium feel, I feel like, to a plastic-free packaging. Yeah, let's take a closer look at this box. Nice side art right there, and we have that city in the background. I don't even remember the name. It's been like 2 years since I've watched that episode of Mandalorian.
Yeah, and then there's the people there with that lady. I can't remember her name either. She was like Bruce Lee's like daughter or something, I think. Yeah, that we'll need a figure of her now that we have this assassin droid.
Yeah, and also she's going to be in Ahsoka. She was in the trailer. So.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. And then moving on in the back of the box, here we have a better picture of the figure, actually.
Actually, I think this is a better idea for the back. Instead of just having the same artwork as the side. Because we already have it on the side. Just put an image of the actual product on the back. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a better idea than just having the same artwork as on the side. But yeah, that looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah. And one thing I'm really looking forward to on this figure, it has a soft goods cloak going down the side of the figure. And that looks awesome, I think. So yeah. I can't wait to get this open and see how the soft goods actually are. All right, so yeah, let's go on and crack it open. So here we go with the big reveal. Our first plastic-free Black Series unboxing. Of course, they've got it wrapped in some waxy paper. And
just a big piece of cardboard. Oh, it has the Black Series logo on there. He's kind of like a mummy wrapped up in the paper there. Looks like a mummy.
Yeah. And he's not wanting to come out. So we'll have to do these little straps. Okay, so here we go. Here's the big reveal.
We're awakening the mummy.
And unwrapping. It's more like, not really wax paper, it's more like tissue paper.
And there he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's back. He's backwards.
Yeah, there he goes.
Looks pretty nice.
The helmet looks a little deformed, though, or something. It's not right about the helmet.
That is weird.
Yeah, it's like it's smashed down or something, so we'll have to see if we can work with that and get it straightened out. But I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah, like this side over here is like down further than that side. So that's kind of disappointing.
The rest of the figure, though, does look pretty nice. Like that soft goods right there. That looks really nice. It fits on the figure pretty well there.
So we have another little bag here with accessories, and I'm guessing the only accessory is going to be the gun.
I think he did have a staff, though, in maybe the Ahsoka trailer. I think I think he had a staff or something like that. That's more of like a waxy kind of.
Yeah. And is it sealed, or can you open it? And here is the weapon. It's just gray plastic mold. Doesn't appear to have any paint apps. All right, so we have the figure fully unboxed and posed up with his weapon. Alex did a really cool pose here. And my first impressions are I'm kind of disappointed with this just because of the picture on the box back here. As you can see, the legs are a totally different color on the figure, and they're kind of dull, where here it shows it kind of like a shiny red, and they kind of look like a dull, like almost brown color. But other than that, the figure does look pretty cool. I like the soft goods cloak going down the side of the figure. Then he has like this molded plastic wiring or webbing bandolier going across the chest of the robot. We were able to kind of just fool with the head a little bit and straighten it out a little bit, but it's still kind of warped looking. So I'm disappointed with that. But as far as detailing on this figure, it does look really good. Like the joints have some silver paint in the droid's joints. That looks really good. There's some silver paint apps on the face of the droid, which look really good. And there's also a belt with pouches on it. And it's just molded plastic. It doesn't have any wash or anything over it. So it looks a little plasticky. Alex, what are your first impressions?
Yeah, I think this figure looks really cool, but same thing as you said, the paint applications are kind of lacking on it. Like the red especially just looks like plastic, really. I mean, it doesn't look like metal, it just looks like plastic. I mean, even if they were trying to go for like a rustic kind of like dry old like look of like a droid who's been working for like years and years, and he's not like as pristine as he used to be, it doesn't really have that effect. It just looks like plastic. It just looks like someone took like clay or like Play-Doh and kind of like sculpted this out, and then yeah, this it's kind of what it looks like. And I feel like that's the problem with a bunch of stuff that Hasbro does today. They don't really do what we want, really. And like, especially if you look back on the image of the figure back there on the box, you can see everything is a whole lot more like shiny and just a whole lot better looking. Like if they made a quick fix is if they just made the legs and the arms like a reddish color instead of like a brown, and then kind of added a little bit of that carbonized effect, then you would have gotten what we see on the box, and we would have gotten like that. Which is why if they ever make a carbonized version of this figure, it's probably going to be one of those very few exceptions where the carbonized version is better than the actual version of the figure.
Yeah, if you look at the helmet here, you can see gray, plastic, kind of dull. Doesn't look, really, I mean, just looks plastic. Then you look at the picture up here on the box, and it's darker looking. It has more of a sheen to it, maybe, producing some, more metallic look to it. So, yeah, there are some aspects of this that's disappointing. But the molding itself is really cool. I mean, the bones of a great figure are here. It's just that it just needs that finishing touch to bring it to the next level. And unfortunately, the paint apps are just lacking, I think.
I mean, Hasbro's already doing what they hate, at least what we think, with soft goods. We know for some reason they hate soft goods on Black Series figures now. Why, we don't know. Kind of looks like it's like they're giving all the soft goods to the vintage collection and just giving us hunks of plastic, which nobody wants. And then
except for maybe one person.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing too.
But anyways, yeah, let's take a closer look at the figure now. All right, here's a close-up, and you can see the helmet is still lopsided, and it even has like a rough edge on it right here, which doesn't look good at all. It's not a very good finished look.
At least the soft goods look nice with that red stripe going down the edge.
Yeah, the soft goods are really nice. It's a nice, good, pliable material that is like hemmed down the side, which gives it a good finished look right there.
If you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like he like just got out of the shower or something. Just put on a robe.
So here's a better look at the legs. Nice details in the joints and stuff in there, and some paint apps. And he does have like ball joint hips. Very nice. The belt, though, I think is kind of lacking. It's just, it has some gold paint apps here at the center. And you got some pouches here, but it's kind of like this burgundy plastic color. It just doesn't,
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the color it's supposed to be, but it just looks too plasticky. Like it could definitely benefit from a wash to bring out these pouches and stuff. The exposed arm looks really cool. It has a lot of detailing in this molding right here going down the arm. Looks very nice. It does have butterfly joints for extra articulation on the arms. The other arm is completely covered with soft goods. Let's see if we can roll them up here a little bit and see what this arm looks like if it's identical. So the forearm is identical, and then going up, yeah, the other arm is the same as this arm. So that's pretty cool that that it is a nicely molded arm under there. The chest up here has it's on a ball joint rocker right there. Oh, I just noticed there's two belts underneath here. The soft goods covered up this lower belt. It's like a tan color, but unfortunately there's no details on it, just molded tan. So you can't really tell much about it, but that's pretty nice. And maybe that's why this belt was riding up so high, I guess. But yeah, overall, nice looking figure. It just, it's got good molding, and it's a good mold, but it just lacks some finishing touches to really bring this figure out. And a little bit better quality control on some of the pieces, like the helmet is not glued on. This upper part is like soft vinyl or rubbery plastic, and it's just not glued on the head right. It's on there a little bit off. And that's one of the drawbacks of plastic-free packaging is you can't see the figure. If this was in a bubble, we probably would have passed on it because we would have saw the crooked-looking helmet.
Yeah. All right, here's the question. Which is the better assassin droid, the HK unit or the IG unit? And honestly, I think I'm going to have to go with the IG unit, You can't beat the classic, classic IG unit that we saw first all the way back in, technically, A New Hope, I guess, because of the cantina having his head kind of there, in the cantina. But we saw him first. We saw the IG unit for real first in The Empire Strikes Back with the IG-88.
All right, so for our ratings, Alex has an awesome diorama set up here with Ahsoka battling the HK-87 assassin droids from the Jedi episode in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Alex, how do you rate the HK-87 droid?
I think I'm going to give this figure a 7 out of 10, and I really didn't expect at the end of this video to give this guy a 7 out of 10, especially just seeing him in the box and like buying him and being like so excited about this figure. I mean, he just looks so cool, and then getting the figure out of the box and then he's just like, this is not really how he looked like on the box. This is kind of disappointing. So yeah, don't get me wrong, it is a great figure, and thanks to this, if it wasn't for the soft goods, I probably would have taken another point off and would have been a 6 out of 10. But because of those amazing soft goods, it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna rate this figure. I think I'm gonna go with 4 stars out of 5. And I really like this figure, but like the initial opening, getting it out of the box, I was just really disappointed with what I saw, and some of the quality control problems with this figure, with the helmet glued on a little wrong. and the rough edge on the helmet, where there's like some plastic molding on the edge. It wasn't clean, and then the lack of paint apps to make this figure what it looks like in the picture there. So, but overall though, it's a nice figure. Overall, the mold is really good. I really like the design. They did a good, accurate design on it. It just needs some finishing touches to bring it to what used to be, or what is supposed to be, Black Series level. So, and the soft goods are really nice. I like the soft goods. The weapon is just molded gray plastic, but it is a nice mold. I think that's the first time we've seen that's a new weapon for the Black Series.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what blaster it is.
It kind of reminds me of the blaster that the battle droids used. So I think it's like a modified version, maybe, or maybe like a newer version of that weapon.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it does remind me a lot of the battle droids.
And again, I'm really happy to see a new droid in the Black Series, because I think one thing the Black Series lacks is droids. We don't have a lot of droids in the Black Series, and I'd love to see more droids made for the Black Series. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on this video. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. That is so huge for us. Thank you again for all of our subscribers, and we'll be getting that 1,000K or 1K giveaway coming up pretty soon, and we need to make our vintage collection announcement figure for that. We never did get around to doing that, so we need to do that too. So thank you again for subscribing, and if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you think about HK-87. Alex, take us out.
May the Force be with you always.